up, everyone? DefyNewYork.com with a brand new video. Today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to look at the men's footwear catalog from Nike. It's a dealer catalog from 2002, fall 2002. And what I wanted to do is, you're going to see a lot of these uploaded to the site. So if you're searching out a particular model, you can learn a little bit more about it. And or if you don't know what the name of the model is and you just want to search by year, you can do that too. But there's going to come a point where I think I'm going to go through a lot of my catalogs that I've picked up over the years and just maybe go through some individual shoes, individual collections. But for this video, I'm going to try to get through as many as I can for 2002. So, of course, not every shoe is going to be in this catalog, but you're going to get a lot. So you have the Presto, you got men's running, basketball, cross training, walking, tennis, volleyball, ACG, and some other stuff. Right here, you'll see the Presto foot tent, which predates the Jordan 19. I always found that interesting. You got the Presto World, the Zip, the Gym. I love the Presto. It's one of my all-time favorite shoes. And you can see the prices, $90, $80, $80, and $70. So the Presto foot tent did come back, I believe a year or so ago. It's an interesting shoe. It's lightweight, but for some are going to be a little bit turned off by the look, and that's understandable. But so then as far as Nike Shox, you got the Shox the Shox D and the Nike Shox Supreme. You got the Vince Carters, you got the Lows. You got this cross trainer. I always like these. These look like almost like robotic, like they should be worn by a robot. The Griffey, which I loved. I love this shoe. It's super comfortable. Actually, they were at the outlets. Most of these hit the outlets and for cheap. But these were really cheap. I believe I paid maybe $20, $30 tops. And then the Nike Shox Walk. And then this shoe, the Nike Air Max. This was the flagship Air Max shoe at the time. I believe it got overlooked during that time. And actually what's funny is that where I found this catalog, they still had the originals of these sitting on the wall before they were going out of business. And I mean, this place had a lot of vintage. I mean, crazy stuff going back to the 80s. So you can see the price was $140. They had these like individual tubes of air. And then you had a slightly cheaper version for $100. And then you had the International Triax. Now, these are pretty dope, but finding wearable pairs now is not going to be easy. And then you had the Nike Air Turbulence, which it was a pretty dope design. $75 and $80. You had the more expensive one was leather, and then you had the Nike Shox D. For running, the Kantara, Durham, Structure Triax. I mean, really, you could pick any one of these shoes and just say, you know what, let's bring them back, do a collaboration with Supreme, and watch them sell. This is the Air Max Moto, the Skylon, and these are the Air Spawn Triax. These are dope. Part of the Bowman series, the Air Tupu. You got the Triax TCs. And then here you got some of the trail stuff. Now, these were dope. You got the TR 9000s. And just, I mean, these are dope designs. Let's be real. Really, any one of them could come back. And this one in particular, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, the Yovi Slip SL. A really sleek shoe reminded me of a Presto. $55. Now, if they brought back this shoe now, it'd probably be about $120 easily. All right, the Chanjo. Most of you know that shoe. Some of the racer shoes. You got the Air Streak. I mean, like I said, most of these shoes could be brought back any moment. I mean, 2002 was an interesting year. You know, retros were really, really booming at that point. Maybe not as mainstream, but they were pretty mainstream at that point. You got the basketball. This was a good shoe, but the breathability on them was not that great. They were comfortable, but breathability, yeah, was not that great. The Air Max Invincible, I like those, and the Air Max Chosen. And some more takedown models. You got the Shocks, the Vince Carter Shocks. I wasn't a big fan of the lows. The highs were kind of dope. The Zoom Flight Turbines. I had a couple of these. I had this colorway, this colorway, and the black. And I may have had the purple as well. So, and then you had the Pure Posit. $95 was not that bad, and the Air Low Posit. And then we get into cross training and the Griffey Shocks. Now these, as well as the Shocks XT, they showed up in the outlets by the droves. I mean, they were flooded. I got the Griffey Shocks. I believe I paid like $20, $30 for them, and it was such a good purchase because they were super comfortable, and I beat them up. Take a look at some more here. And there goes the Air Monarch. $60. And you got some of the walking shoes. These right here, the Air Pure Simplicity, these are pretty dope for a walking shoe. And then here we go, tennis. The Air Zoom Court Posit. Very, very sick. So there's actually a volleyball shoe that looks just like this, and I believe it's in this catalog, so we'll get to that soon. You got the Air Court Implosion Mid. I know many of you like that one.